If you're watching this and you don't believe in God, in Allah, then this message is for you. And I want to be clear right from the start. This isn't about arguing or trying to force a belief on you. Far from it. This is simply an invitation to think, to reflect, and to look at the world from a slightly different perspective. You probably put your trust in science, and that's a wonderful thing. Science has unlocked so many mysteries of our universe, improved our lives in countless ways, and expanded our understanding of the world we live in. We have immense respect for the scientific method and the knowledge it brings us. But let's ask a simple, fundamental question together. Did science create the universe, or did it merely discover the laws that govern it? Think about it this way. Science can explain the water cycle in perfect detail, how water evaporates, forms clouds, and falls back to the earth as rain. It's a brilliant explanation of a process. But can science explain why the system was set up in the first place? Why are there clouds at all? Why does water have these specific properties that make life possible? Science describes the how, but it often remains silent on the why. Let's take another example. Something closer to home: the human body. Medical science can map out the entire cardiovascular system. It can explain with incredible precision how the heart pumps blood, how electrical impulses make it beat, and how oxygen is transported to every cell. It's a marvel of biological engineering. But can science explain the origin of life itself? What was that initial spark that turned inanimate matter into a living, breathing being with consciousness, feelings, and a soul? Science can describe the mechanics of life, but the miracle of life itself, the why we are here, remains a profound mystery that science alone cannot solve. Consider the immense power of nature. Seismologists can explain plate tectonics and why earthquakes happen. They can identify fault lines and even estimate the probability of a quake in a certain region over decades. But can anyone, with all our advanced technology and scientific knowledge, predict the exact second, the exact location, and the exact magnitude of the next major earthquake? If humanity is truly the master of this universe, then answer this: can you command an earthquake to stop? Can you prevent a volcano from erupting? Can you hold back the tide? Let's get even more personal. Can any of us, no matter how wealthy, powerful, or intelligent, delay our own death by a single second when its time has come? Can we, at will, restore sight to someone who was born blind, or bring a loved one back once they have passed? These are the limits of human power, the boundaries where our science and technology fall short. And it's in recognizing these limits that we find a deeper truth. For us, belief in Allah doesn't come from a rejection of science. On the contrary, we see science as the very study of His magnificent and perfect creation. When a biologist studies the intricate design of a cell, they are, in essence, studying the handiwork of the ultimate designer. When an astronomer gazes at the clockwork precision of the galaxies, they are witnessing the order established by the ultimate creator. This universe, with its perfect balance, its intricate laws, and its breathtaking complexity, simply could not be the product of a random accident. The idea that all of this, from the spiral of a galaxy to the spiral of our own DNA, came from a chaotic, meaningless explosion defies logic. Such precision, such harmony, and such profound order point to a purpose, a plan, and an intelligent mind behind it all. It points to a creator. If, after hearing all this, you still choose not to believe, that is absolutely your right and your personal journey. This message was never meant to compel you, but perhaps it can be an invitation to not reject the idea of God with certainty or arrogance. Because one day, every one of us will face a moment when our own strength fails, when our knowledge runs out, and when science has no more answers to give. In that ultimate moment, when all the arguments and debates of this world fade into silence, only one truth will remain, standing firm and absolute. Allah exists, and His existence is not dependent on whether we believe in Him or not. He is the reality. Thank you for taking the time to listen and to think with me. I encourage you to keep asking these big questions. Follow our channel for more reflections on faith, life, and the universe around us. Peace be with you.